What is up, everybody? I'm Jason Halls, and I went to a book sale and I got an enormous pile of books, and I wanted to share it with you. So welcome to my book haul video. These I got just a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to tell you, I went nuts on the sci-fi, fantasy, swords and sorcery of the 1970s and 80s. I love that stuff. I'm going to tell you a lot of these books are by Lynn Carter and DAW Books. You got to love that golden logo. If you see that, that's probably what I'm looking for. And just a note about DAW. The company was founded in 1971 by Donald and Elise Wollheim as the first publisher ever exclusively dedicated to science fiction and fantasy. What? You want to know more about them? Okay. You know, I'm just going to have to look it up. So DAW Books, I told you all that stuff. They're known for publishing LGBTQIA+ books. They have over 2,000 titles that they've published, which is just insane. They merged with Astra in 2022. I'm going to just dive in here and show you what I have. I think I have some series. So let's get started. First book is by Lynn Carter, Under the Green Star. Is the first one, an interplanetary Marvel adventure in the grand tradition of E.R. Burroughs and A. Merritt. Let's get into what this is a little bit. Looks like we have a princess to be saved, an invader to be thwarted, and otherworld monsters to be faced. So all the good stuff right there. So maybe a little sword and planet there, we'll see. Next up we have, by A. Merritt, the man who was just referenced, The Face in the Abyss. Awesome. I mean, right on the cover there, there's like a half woman, half snake. So you know this is going to be good. The face of stony evil. High in the Andes, in a cavern of unearthly jewels, Nicholas Graydon confronts the Dark Lord of a prehistoric civilization. His colossal stone face beckons from across the chasm. The chasm. I said chasm. Chasm. The eyes promise wealth and power, but deliver death. Just as the Lord of Evil is about to claim his victim, the voluptuous snake woman breaks the satanic spell, saving Graydon from the abyss, saving him for the battle to come. Well, I feel like I've just read this book, but apparently there's quite a bit more. So again, that looks like a lot of fun. Okay, we have The Black Star by Lynn Carter. Again, the creator of Jandar and Thongar, I have some Thongar books in here, opens up an awesome new world of adventure with Deodric the Warrior. So we're going to get another, by the look of this, that's going to be another Conan type of story right there. No emperor could hold the throne without the Black Star. Looks pretty good. Looks like we have, you know, the princess, the warrior, the magic. Great. Oh, okay. So check this out. I don't even know where to put my arm here. We have The Green Star Saga by Lynn Carter. Okay, there's more of these too. Lots of these. Here's the third one and the fifth one. Here is When the Green Star Calls. So this one must not be. I think When the Green Star, got the first page ripped out. This one was from 1973. That is 5 years before I was born. I think this is the first one. Apparently, either I have the other Green Star books in this pile somewhere, or I'm going to have to buy them at some point. Unknown World for Conquest. To him, his native Earth was a prison of the mind and body. I mean, that could be said for all of us. Lynn Carter, master of fantasy, has produced another marvelous novel in the Burroughs-Merritt tradition. Maybe this is not the first one. I bet Under the Green Star is. Here in the Green Star's glow, there's just all kinds of green starring happening. You know, definitely has that sword and planet vibe. Okay, because I know you guys want to know this. Under the Green Star. Number 1, When the Green Star Calls. Number 2, By the Light of the Green Star. Number 3, As the Green Star Rises is number 4, which I don't have. And In the Green Star's Glow is number 5. Is this the end of the Green Star series? No one's quite sure. Yet again, Mr. Lynn Carter. This is Outworlder, a Lancer science fiction. This is Outworlder. So this is not Daw. This is Morgan Outworlder. Please, I hope that's the name of the character. Morgan Outworlder. Captain Morgan Outworlder to you. Was born of the Centaurus stock, but 2 short years on Bargilix had made him almost a native of his adopted world. And when the Freedom Riots failed, he found himself barred forever from the worlds of the Imperium. I'm just going to let that Freedom Riots bit go. Oh yes, classics here. The Saga of Thorgrim. We got a couple Thorgrim books. Let's find out what Thorgrim's all about. This is definitely looking like, I don't know, maybe some swashbuckling pirate type stuff. Let's jump into the first book here. Sword of the Neuralings. Now, this book is written by Gerald Earl Bailey. Windlord and Firechild we sing. There is a lay the ageling sing of Thorgrim, the Glacierborn, who was outlawed and strode the sea on cross-grained ships of war. Of Lark, the blood-loud sword that led his quest for the space helm that was to be his destiny. There it is, right on the cover. The titular sword. Now, the second book of Thorgrim. A little bit, no, I think that's him. I think he's got, has he got a beard now? He might have a beard. There's definitely more facial hair. So maybe some time passed for Thorgrim between book 1 and 2. This one is the Sword of Poyana, for the Space Helm quest has led Thorgrim to the high, wild rim of the known world. It is here that he and his Foderati warriors must face in battle the dread Chugach. That's a fun word to say. Chugach. That, I think, is all of the Thorgrim books I have. This next one has a special place in my heart. It is The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. I remember watching the movie of this. This was one of the first movies I can remember watching. And I remember it still just being so trippy. So I am kind of interested in giving this a read. This was published in 1968. And the dedication is interesting. To the memory of Dr. Ulfer Dapper, who saw a wild unicorn in the Maine woods in 1673. And for Robert Nathan, who has seen 1 or 2 in Los Angeles. I may read this more toward the top of the pile, just because, nostalgia. Songs from the Drowned Lands by Eileen Kernaghan. I don't know anything about this book. Again, I just sort of went down the row of books in the book sale, and my kids are with me, and I let the kids buy the books first, and then they just wanted to go. They were done, and so I had to sort of look quickly, and, these were, I think, $1 a piece. I mean, like, for this whole pile, it was like $20. I mean, it's awesome. At any rate, we have the Grey Isles here. So yeah, this one interests me too. And again, these are all 200 pages. I mean, you can get through them pretty quick. More of the Daw books. More Lynn Carter. We have, let's see, what is this called? The Enchantress at the World's End. This is another series. Yeah. So I have books 2 through 5 of the Gondwain series. Is that right? Yeah. I have books 2 through 5 of the Gondwain epic. Apparently, I'm going to have to hop online and order book 1 to even start this series. So I don't really know what this whole series is about. We have, again, the Enchantress of World's End, the Immortal of World's End, the Barbarian of World's End, and book 5, which I have no idea if that's even the last book. We'll crack this open and see. The Pirate of World's End. Let's see. Usually, if we open the 5th book, maybe it'll tell us what the other books in the series are. Oh, look at that. We got to figure out who that guy is. Is that Gondwine? No, Ganelin Silvermane. That's a pretty cool name. Oh, this was published in 78, so I came out the same year as this book. And, yeah, no indication at all, if this is the end of the series. Gondwain. In the last days of Earth, the continents drifted together again after eons of separation, and that was called Gondwain. So Gondwain apparently is Pangea reformed. Gondwain. So we got far future, post-apocalyptic type of stuff here. So at some point in the far future, we as a society circle back around to naming people things like Silvermane. I'm into it. Gondwain. Okay, I saved these for last because I have 6 in the series. Again, no idea how many there actually are. These are by Lynn Carter. These are about the warrior Thongor. All of these are Thongor books. And I have a feeling, thinking this is Lynn Carter's original Conan type of guy here. I have absolutely no idea if I stacked these in the right order, nor am I going to try to figure that out. I'm just going to show you Thongor at the end of time. Thongor's destruction of the dread city of magicians. Just ruin that one for myself. Okay, so he's a barbarian. I mean, you can just look at him and he looks like Conan, sort of. Maybe a little thinner, but he's Conan. So yeah, I have a feeling that this is maybe even book 5. Thongor and the City of Magicians comes before that. Thongor against the gods. Thongor's going hard in that one. Thongor and the Dragon City. Something's going on with this. There's a dinosaur on the cover and some kind of spacecraft. So I don't know if this is a situation where we're talking like the Gondwain type of thing. Gondwain. Thongor's greatest challenge could spell the salvation of an entire people or the warrior's own doom. I mean, what more do you need? You got to rescue the princess. You got to free the city. You got to stop the wizard. One thing that I tend to enjoy in Swords and Sorcery is that magic is mostly unknown and untrusted. So there's a lot of things you can do and it seems mysterious. So in the last one, Thongor fights the pirates of Tarakas. This has got to be an early one because, I mean, he's in a dragon city. He's fighting gods. He's in a city of magician, and he's at the end of time. By comparison, pirates don't really seem like that big of a deal. This is what I got for, again, 20 bucks. It's awesome. This is going to keep me busy for a while. And who knows, maybe as I get through some of these, I'll do some update videos or something, just talking about each series. We'll see. Maybe some book recommendations. So I appreciate you guys watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it scratched that Swords and Sorcery, Sword and Planet itch a little bit. And if you know anything about these, other than spoilers, feel free to comment down below. I would appreciate it. It's like you don't have many people to discuss this type of literature with anymore. And so I'm always looking to have a talk about it. So if you like what you see here, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Gondwain.